Ordinance 2025-12, an ordinance amending Chapter 882.07 entitled Credit for Tax Paid to Other Municipalities of the Vermilion Codified Ordinances and reestablishing a full 1%. We have a motion to adopt Ordinance 2025-12.
So moved.
What did?
Well, we had no discussion at this point. Final motion.
Second.
Okay, very well. Second. Any discussion? Councilman Holmes?
I read over the minutes and everything. Again, I discussed several options for this. And then, obviously, we have folks from Idleview, Birchview here talk about the condition of the roadways. We have conditions all over the city, roadways, and how this could affect the funding of the roadways in the near future. I would like another opportunity to maybe table this and discuss it a little further. If not, the balls, see what happens after this vote. But that would be my suggestion to table again, have more further discussion.
We have a motion to adopt, so
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, Mayor.
Yeah.
Any other comments for council on this motion to adopt this?
Yeah, I was sort of hesitant in the last vote we made, so if it was possible,
You'd like to table it, is that what you're saying? I'll just make the quick public comment that this is an ordinance that would not only benefit many people, but the reason it was taken away in 2013 and 2016, I'm not totally positive on those years, okay? So write whatever you want about me being wrong about it or trying to hide something, but the fact of the matter is, those decisions were made because I was on council then because we were in a pretty bad financial situation. We're not in that financial situation at this point. However, we have heard, and everybody up here has heard about how terrible the roads are. So the question is really ultimately, are we going to look at the roads whenever this is done? If we table this, that's fine. But whenever it's decided, it's going to be balanced, I think, between, frankly, money for the roads, whatever that money is, and respect to our taxpayers who we're all getting hit. We were getting hit before, now we're getting hit now on just inflation. General, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to make a political statement. I'm just saying general inflation issues. So totally respect both sides of that, but I understand where everybody's coming from. But now we have, so I'm sorry, I'll ask the council clerk what would be the procedure at this point. We have a motion to adopt on the floor. We have 2 council members who are requesting this be tabled.
So one who moved to make the motion to adopt would have to withdraw their motion, and then the one who seconded it would have to agree with that. So that would be up to Drew.
I was waiting for you guys to say your part, and then I was going to speak as the discussion and had that option of withdrawing that motion. I wouldn't hold it against President Aaron for not keeping track on the 2013, 2016, because it's a big hodgepodge as to what's all happened with our income taxes. I mean, I only know it all because I've gone through it a million times. That's when the finance director brought up 2016-61. I knew exactly which ordinance she was talking about, and when she read that quote, I'm very familiar with it. Failed to leave off the next part, which was the next month, 2016-77 ordinance completely changed that one that she quoted. I tried to find in the minutes why it changed. There's nothing in the minutes as to why it was discussed. I went back and conveniently that meeting video is missing. So I'm not sure why they decided to change that. But to go back to 2013, the citizens passed a ballot issue. And it had failed multiple times before that. It was a special election just for the roads. If you worked outside of the city, hey, we're going to give you a credit. We're not going to charge you for that 0.5%. And that was after it had failed several times without that credit. So finally it passed by not so great of a margin. The prior times it failed substantially. The administration tried to take that credit away a couple of years back and realized that they couldn't. But in 2016, when this was passed to council, that Councilman Holmes and President Aaron were the only 2 members up here that voted for that. We were in bad straits with the finances. The prior administration had overspent some money. I'm not gonna get into all that either, but what I've said it a ton of times up here that I believe that taxation is theft. And specifically with this one, is you had 7 members that just took it upon themselves that, hey, we're gonna take away 0.5% of this tax credit that you guys have had. We're gonna take that away and put it towards the roads. I understand the logic there, I get it. What I would suggest doing, obviously, I'm a big proponent of this ordinance. I wanna give that credit back to the people. I hear it all the time from everybody about the roads. We've heard here tonight. If you want additional money for the roads, I would suggest, and Councilman Holmes brought this up a couple months back, we spoke on the slightest bit, I'm not sure if he was at that meeting or not. I didn't mean that as a dig. But what I would suggest is that you bring up a levy, let the voters choose what they want to do with their taxes. I think it was wrong for council in 16 to take away that money. I would like council to give that money back. It seemed like there was a lot of support at the last meeting. I heard about this, and it seems like that might have changed a little bit, which is what I was expecting in the first place. I was surprised at the last meeting to see what kind of support that we had for this, but I would much rather table this and discuss it and something happen than we bring it up for a vote and it fails. But we can bring this back up again, but I'm not going to withdraw this. I'm just going to leave the motion as is. If it fails, then we can pick it back up some other different way. So my motion still stands.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Al?
Yes.
Holmes? We're voting to adopt this.
Yes, we were voting to adopt.
Did you call my name?
Yep.
No.
Lucas?
Yes.
Worley?
Yes.
Drew?
Yes.
West? Aaron?
No.
It passes, and it'll, again, go into effect in 30 days.
Okay.